That topic is types of SAP projects. That means if you will be join in organization in SAP consultant or SAP manager or SAP assistant, lead levels. So what type of project generally in SAP market, and how under that project what type of work will come, then as a functional consultant or a technical consultant or a security consultant, what will be our responsible and how we have to take care of that one. This is the overview of this one. And also sometimes in the interview you will get some questions related to types of project also. Okay, it will be very small topic, so we'll complete. So tomorrow onwards, once we'll get the system access, SAP system access, then we have to more speed up our training. Okay. So today our topic is types of SAP projects. So based on that, I just create one small PPT. We'll go to that PPT. Meanwhile, I will give you some extra points. Okay. So as for the SAP, we have three types of projects. One is implementation project, one is rollout project, one is supporting project. These three type of projects is generally in SAP market. One is implementation, rollout, and support. So first we have to go for implementation project. So as the word suggests, implementation means implementing business process after purchasing the SAP ERP software company to study the methodology and various process in case studies. That means in implementation project, it will start from scratch. That means suppose let it be your company name is suppose Chanda Private Limited. You are doing more than 1,000 crore business per year. Okay. So as you know that company is a separate entity. Group of people they can create a company. So as for your group discussion, you people finalize that to manage your financial structure in better way. Your company is willing to implement the SAP. Okay, that is known as implementation. That means nothing. Whatever system your company is using or whatever process that your company is using, it is non-related SAP. So you have to first implement the SAP ERP software in your system, and that process is known as the implementation. So once So in implementation, several people work in various functional models listed below. Can be considered sub BA, architect, designer, consultant, functional, and all people in mass way they will work for one implementation project. And every model has its importance and is linked to other models in one or many ways. SAP is all table and table will be relationships. Okay. Suppose you are a functional consultant, like that technical consultant, so they have to work in that implementation project, and security consultant also they have to work, because once the organization ready to implement it in SAP, that means it will take all various departments, right? So all department is known as a small model in SAP software, right? So all model will be implemented at a in the same time in your system. That process is known as the implementation. So in next slide, I'll show you the diagram. There you will better to understand the process. So you can see here is the SAP. First we implement the SAP. So under SAP, four paths will come. One will be functional model, one is the basic security model, one is technical model, and another last one will become others. So under functional model, it will cover FI, financial accounting, FSM, financial supply chain management, CO controlling, MM material management, SD sales and distribution, and PP pricing procedure, and QM quality manager, and pricing management, PS and HR and human resource also come. These models are known as the functional models. So once you will join in SAP FICO, you will be known as functional guys. Okay. So then second part, it will be basic security and administration. Under that, it will come basic consultant. Their work mostly they will work how the system password will secure, how the system access will be secure, how people will get the access of the some X number of system and some T code and transaction code. That based on that, basic people will take care of that thing. So third will become technical model. So generally above people is known as the technical people. So their work is they have to write some code. Suppose if you will go for some customize. Suppose SAP is giving X, and as per our requirement we are expecting XY. So why is not available in SAP system? So in that cases, we will go for some customized. Okay. So that customized requires some additional coding. That code is maintained by technical people. That team is known as ABAP consultants. Okay. And yesterday also, I mean, in our initial class also, I was mentioned that interface integration. That time also, as a functional consultant, we will give our part in the, I mean, how the interface should be work. But the final coding integration will happen by technical people.
So does it mean when you are doing the integration, let's say SD or MM, you need to use some interface?
No, I mean, under functional models, you can see FF, MM, SD is there, right? It is already integrated with each other.
Okay.
So no need to integrate it again, but some specific process is there. We have to understand that process. Then we have to understand how that data flow from SD to FI and MM to FI, or FI to MM and FI to SD. And for this thing, and for that to flow, we need some additional configuration. That is not integrated. That configuration is not as mapping. Suppose if we will not map, then suppose our requirement is we have to go in triangle way. So we have to map in triangle way because system is integrated. But which way you will map, that data will flow in that way, right?
Right.
Suppose I will give you one example. Suppose in SD they create one sales order. Okay. Suppose SD process will start. They collect data from market, from customer. So based on the customer preference, they make the sales order. Sales order is nothing. It will be based on the how much quantity, what quality, which product. Based on that, we have to create the sales order. So once sales order is ready, then we have to send to customer point. So we send that all product to customer. Then that time invoice will come. I mean, we will send invoice along with that product. So at that time accounting entry will come. Customer account debited to sales account will create it, right?
Right.
Okay. So once customer receive that product and customer reuse that product for themselves. So when we create that invoice, that time also we just mention when that organization should receive that payment. So based on the payment terms, we have to receive that payment. So when payment due date will come, how system got to know about this invoice? See that payment due is for that invoice. That integration is happen in FI to SD, and based on that integration, it will go to customer point of view. It will run some report that is known as ABL1N, ABL5N. In that ABL5N, that customer point of view will give us that customer total invoice is 5 number of invoice. Among 5, 2 invoice is due. So customer have to give that payment on that invoice. Or else, suppose customer paid on that invoice. So you will get in SAP, you will get the notification, you will receive payment from that customer. So based on that integration, you have to maintain that incoming payment in your system so that it will reflect in SO point of view, it will reflect SD, and accounts receivable point, it will reflect to FI. You got my point?
Okay, I've got your point here.
Yeah. So this is over the diagram of how the different model people will work along and work together for one single project. Okay.
Okay. So in one single project you need to involve different types of consultant, like the way I can see there's FI, there's FCM, there's consultant. Okay.
Yeah. So what happened in a real scenario? FI, some consultant is different consultant. FSM, suppose one person is there, he is taking care of credit management and collection management. Okay. And meanwhile, it will give that FI work, it will be overburden for that resource. Okay. That's why we have to specific. Okay. Suppose Chanda is only taking care of the FI. Suppose Satya will take care of the FSM. Suppose another person, he will take care of the CO, and some other person, they will take care of the MM. Like that, based on that person, we have to distinguish that roles. So that person is responsible for that roles. Okay. Because one person cannot do all work, right? Suppose under functional model related to finance, we have 3 models: FI consultant, FSM consultant, and CO consultant. And we know that FI itself is a very big way, right? So I mean, in real time, in my project right now, in our team, we have 7 FI guys. Okay, 1 CO guys, 2 FSM guys. Total will be 10 guys. So one person cannot manage. I mean, maybe suppose in FI it will cover AP, AR, GL, asset accounting, IDOC. I mean, interfaces. Maybe they will assign one work. Okay, Chanda, you just take care of the asset accounting. So whatever issue or whatever the requirement or the XXX, whatever will come, you are the point of contact for asset accounting. Maybe you will change the project that time. Maybe that project will give you the responsibility for AR or AP or APP. Like that they will give you. Okay.
Okay.
And okay, this is the overall diagram for this one. And each second thing, so you can know here we just completed implementation project, rollout project, and support project. That role will distinguish in implementation project, whatever example I was telling you. If it is in the support project, maybe in support project, we both are taking at the support project. Support project means already implementation has done. Now the operation team or end user people, they are doing business transaction day to day. If they will face some problem, they will raise one ticket. That ticket is known as an incident as per the SAP terminology. Okay, that will come to us as a functional consultant. We have to analyze why that system is behaving, why that system is not allowing to post it, what is in backend, what the configuration is missing, or any blocking is there, or anything is there. That we have to handle. Once we will able to solve that incident, then we will move to production. Then again, that end user or that operation team, they will start work on that. Okay. Suppose let it be you create one suppose you create one GL account, and also you create one company code. That all company code GL is moving to production system. Okay. So let it be. It is a support project. Your end user and operation team, they start posting. Suppose where company code is LLLLL and GL is 9999. Okay, they start posting one expense account in that GL account, but the system is showing error. You cannot post to that GL account. That error message is coming. Are there the functional, as they are the operation and the end user people, they don't know actually how the data flow and what the configuration point of view, right? They only know how to post the document, right? So in that cases, they will raise one incident. I mean, some specific ticketing tool is there. I will show you that the real-time ticketing tool also. They will raise one incident there. You will, as you are the functional consultant, you will get the mail notification. It's on the one ticket they assign to you that is related to GL issue. So it came to you, okay, Chanda, the issue is it is not allowing to post for this GL account. So you just analysis in your point of view what might be the issue. Then you got to know that, as you know that as for our demo, if suppose we create one GL account, if we will not mapping with company code, then in that company code it will not allow to post any document, right?
Right.
So maybe it might be a problem for that one. So what we, as a functional consultant, what we have to do, we have to map that GL account to that company code in the development system. Then we will move that changes to quality system through transport management.
Yeah, like the way you are telling me, quality system.
Yeah, quality system, again we have to do the testing for our evidence. How, I mean, it is working or not, right? So once we will get that evidence, then we will send to our support. Our boss. Key boss, it is working fine. So we need your approval to move that changes quality to production system. So once we will get the approval, then we will send that changes quality to production system. Now in production system, that GL will be is showing mapping to that posting to that GL account. System will not give that error. It will allow to post that document. Okay.
Okay.
This is the implementation project, and in implementation project, Chanda, generally we are following that 5 steps. That 5 steps is, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, I'm able to see the screen.
Yeah. That 5 steps is known as ASAM methodology, and this is default for all company. I mean, for all type of project also. Even if you are taking the accounts project also. So in SAP also it is the same. So first point we have to project preparation. So suppose your company is going to implement the SAP. First, we have to create the project preparation, how project will go, what things is required, how is resource required, what system is required, how many hours is required for this project. The remaining all will come in the project preparation. Then we'll go for business blueprint. So that business blueprint is nothing. It is a Word document with some certain format based on what facilities we'll get based on that software, which one is going to implement in our system, and what is our requirement. So based on these two things, we have write the detailed process that is known as a business blueprint. Okay.
Okay.
So once business blueprint is ready, then we will move to the realization. So in the realization steps, we have to do the configuration and testing and everything. So once testing is completed, first configuration is completed, then we will move to testing. Once testing is completed, then we will move to final preparation.
Okay.
So in final preparation,
so under realization, is this where now the development, quality system, and the production comes in? Okay.
No. Under realization, you will get only development system.
Okay.
Development system and quality system. So two-way testing you have to do. Once you are confident that, once your organization confident that, okay, in your testing part also it is working properly, that means whatever configuration we are doing, everything is accurate. Okay. So then we will move to final preparation. So in final preparation, we have to retest our system. In performance, if it is working or not, in configuration, if it is working or not, or as for our business process, we have to do that testing. That is known as UT, unit test, and PTC. Point of contact test. Okay. That two type of testing will happen in final preparation. Once everything is fine in a final preparation, then we'll go to the go live. So go live will happen in production system. Here,
so this happens in the production system, the last part?
Yeah, last part, go live. All of your changes and everything will move to your production system. That process is known as a go live. Okay.
Okay.
So once all changes will move to your production system based on TR or based on TR, then after your end user operation team, they start real time document posting to your production system. Okay. So in that time, if any problem will come, then as a functional consultant, we have give support to them. That's why support is mentioned here. That support is known as hypercare support. After go live, as per the SAP contract, after every go live, we have to give support more than 3 months. Okay. That period is known as hypercare support. You just keep this terminology in your mind. Maybe sometimes some silly question somebody will ask, okay, suppose maybe they will ask, okay, when your go live was happened, then you told, okay, sir, on that June go live was happened. Then they can cross question, okay, how many months you people are giving the hypercare support? So that support after go live, if because of the system stability, if your system is working properly or not, whatever business process we are following properly or not, data is fetching properly or not, reporting is coming as per the business expectation or not. Based on that, your end user and your operation team, they will work on that. If they will face any problem, as a functional consultant, we will sit with them or we will sit in our organization, we will give support to them. That support is known as 24/7 support. That support period is known as the hypercare support. Is it clear? And Chandra, here maybe one interview-oriented question can come. Maybe somebody will ask, so what is the ASA methodology you people are in following in your projects? Okay. So if anybody will ask, you just mention these 5 points: project preparation, business blueprint, realization, final preparation.
Final preparation and go live and support. Okay.
Yeah. That step is known as the ASAP methodology. And this is also default question, and many times also you will face at the time of the interview. Maybe somebody will ask, okay, what is the ASAP methodology? Then you will highlight, okay, this 5 point is ASAP methodology. Then under this 5 point what we are doing, business blueprint what we are doing. Maybe none of people will ask, inside that point, but just orally they will ask, okay, what is the awesome methodology you people are following in your project, okay? So that make sure you have to highlighted these 5 points. And meanwhile, in that last point, you just mention after go live, we are giving 3 months as a hypercare support. I just mentioned your support, you just add 1 point, hypercare support, that is the real-time terminology, okay? Hypercare support, okay?
Now, sorry, so now, let's say you've got a project and then there's this ASAP methodology. Does the company have all the documents for you to go see and follow, or how do you do it? How do you work it? Or you just go in as a function and then you start working, or you need to have, let's say, the documents you need to go through it and follow when you are doing the configuration?
No, first suppose you hired for one project, okay? Then suppose your joining date will be tomorrow. So tomorrow you have to understand. So suppose I hiring for this project. If that project is implementation project or support project or a rollout project, you have to understand first 3 points. If that project is coming under which point? Let it be this project is support project. Okay. If it is support project, then maybe they are hiring you for a particular work. Regarding that, they will give you the KT, knowledge transfer. Okay. So in that knowledge transfer, they will highlight it. Okay, this is the process. This is this configuration we are doing, and we are following this process, and we are getting ticket. So based on the ticket, we are giving support to our client. So based on that KT, we can go ahead, or else in every project they have one share point. Okay. In that share point, suppose you hire one project, that project your responsibility will be asset accounting. Let it be, okay. In share point, you will get many documents related to asset accounting, that is known as functional specification. Okay. That functional specification is nothing. It is written by functional guys how this system will behave based on the process which one we are following. I mean, in that process, whatever configuration we are doing or whatever customization we are doing, that all details is in that functional specification. Okay. Based on the functional specification, also we can gain the knowledge. We can work on that, or else based on KT also we can we can gain the knowledge. We can work on that. And sometimes what happen in some project, people are stupid people. They will not give you. They will not give you the right KT. Okay. So. Okay, let it be, but we have to work as we hired for, we already hiring for that project. So once you will get the system access, so in that, once you get the system access, you just play with that system. Okay, what the configuration is there for asset accounting, what the configuration the AP, what is the configuration AR. I mean, in your initially 5 to 10 days, nobody will assign any work, right? So in that slot, you have to play with that system to grab some knowledge. So once they will assign that work, then you will just follow that process, automatically work will be complete. You will get that, suppose you will face some problem. Again, you can take help of your team member or your lead, or else you just trying, definitely you will get some, output on that. Okay. That is not a problem. Everybody will generally following that process. Because then if you will ready to read all functional specification, then start work on that, it will be more tough for you because maybe X number of functional specification is there. Okay, we don't have get that much time to complete all functional specification. Right? So better once you get the system access, you just you just play with that system so that you will know about that process. Okay. And also second thing, when we will cover in some modules, that time I will show you if it will be support project, what point some issue will come. So once you will see that issue description, as per your expertise, you got to know that issue from that point. So I have to check in that way. Okay. So I will create some scenario related to issue. I will give you that just like assignment. So you have to complete that assignment, or if you will not able to complete that assignment, then we both will work on that. We will complete that one in our training.
Okay. All right.
That will give you more confidence to handle some situation. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So our implementation project has gone. So now this is the rollout project. So rollout project exactly means expanding the business after implementation. Suppose your suppose your company name is Chanda Private Limited. Initially you are working for US and you are earning so much money and you are spending good in US. So as a group, you people think that we have to expand our business to India. Okay. So you just set up your office in India, in warehouse, in customer database, in customer, in vendor, everything you set up in India. So you already implemented a SAP for your US business. So again, you should not implement a SAP for India because it will be more costly and it will be more two systems. It will be implemented for US. Again, if you will implement for India, it will be two systems instead of one centralized system, right? As we know, SAP is one single centralized system. Based on centralized system, we are getting good benefit. So better to use in a single system instead of two systems. So in that cases, what we have to do, we have expanding the business after implementation. That process is known as the rollout process. So whatever configuration we have, we just extend it to our India company code and some additional configuration or some additional customization is required. So we have to do on that time. Maybe taxation related, we have to do some additional configuration because in US country the taxation is different, in India taxation will be different. And master data point of view also we have to do some additional because in the US, whenever your office was in the US, you are purchasing from US vendors, right? That time you did not purchase for India vendor. Once in your manufacturing unit is established in India, so better to purchase from India vendor instead of US vendor. If you will purchase from US vendor, it will be more costly for you, right? So better, because of that reason, you want to purchase from India vendor. So regarding that also, you have to create so many vendors master data in a rollout process. Okay.
So what usually happens in this case? You are rolling out the project. Does it mean, let's say, the same software you bought in the first place when you implemented SAP, that's the same software you're going to use, or you need to start afresh and buy another software? Let's say, I've got the software here in the USA. I want to roll out in the India.
No. Which software you are using for your company in US, same software you have to do some additional configuration for country specific. That is known as a rollout process. No need to purchase or no need to take license again for that software. Same SAP software. As you know, right, SAP is known as a centralized system, right? Suppose your company built from US, your SAP is centralized in US. So day to day or year to year, maybe your business is expanding one to another country, right? So for that reason, no need to purchase SAP software again and again. Same software, but country specific, we have to do, some additional configuration based on that country rule and regulation and our business requirement. That will handle by your functional people and your technical people and your security people. So that process is known as the rollout process.
Rollout project. Okay.
Yeah. So number third is the support project. Already we discussed about the support project.
Yeah, we discussed about the support. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And support project, one major thing is there. Some SLA is there. Okay. Suppose you receive one incident. Okay. Generally, it is incident is three types of priority 1, priority 2, and priority 3. And the fourth is normal priority. Okay. So for in a real time, if that incident is priority 1, that means it is a showstopper for your business. It will not solve that priority 1 incident within 2 hours or within 5 hours. Then indirectly it will impact a broad way to your business. So they have some certain timeline. So suppose P1 ticket, that is priority, it will come on P1 incident. Okay. If it is P1 incident, you have you have to give solution within 5 hours. If you will not able to give solution within 5 hours, then your company have to bear some losses for that one. So whenever we will get that priority 1 incident, so we will be more proactively working on that so that we will able to give that solution within that certain period, certain time, so that business should not be hampered. Okay. So priority 2, priority 3, it will be vary project to project. Some project in priority 1, they have the timeline within 1 working days, and some project they have the timeline within 5 hours. In my project, if it will be priority 1, then it should be complete within 1 working day. Priority 2, it will be 3 to 4 working days. Priority 3 incident, it will be 1 week. And priority 4, there is no timeline. Okay.
Okay.
And same things also. I mean, some other client, they are using, as for their comfort zone, they are using. And for that incident, it will come in a one software that is known as ticketing tool. I just mentioned here. And for our case, we are using in my cases, we are using Remedy and some more. I mean, it will be vary. I mean, so many X number of ticketing tool is available in the market. I mean, many people, they are using Brosco and they are using Remedy. They are using Sigma X. So many ticketing tool is there. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen one. I remember where I was working. These guys, they were using Jira.
Jira, yeah. I mean, it will be very client to client. Generally, Remedy is more flexible and the Remedy is more chargeable. Okay, which client have enough money, they are using the Remedy. So better, let me show you the Remedy so that you will get some basic knowledge on that in real time.
Okay.
1 minute. Yeah, this is my Remedy tools. Okay. You can see in the left side, so many options is there. Okay.
Right.
So one is showing that incident management. Suppose here you can see one new incident is there, short incident is there, and something is there, other is there. Suppose new incident, short incident, let it be.
So this is the supporting software too, so to say.
Yeah, this is only the ticketing tool where when that end user or operation team, if they will raise the incident, that all incident will be stored in your incident tool. So if you will proceed or if you will work on that incident, so here you have to update. If suppose today you did something, so that updation you have to do update in your incident tool in that incident itself. Okay, so that other people, they will get the notification. Okay, today we raised that incident, that solution is coming, that or the Chanda is working on that, and he is processing on that incident. Okay. Suppose here I just search, I will give that incident number and I just click here, then it will give me that how many incident I have. Okay.
So this is just specifically for support.
Yeah, it is generally in support project, we are more focusing to incident tool. Even if in implementation project also, we are using the incident tool once it will be go live. Okay. So better you just keep in your mind, incident tool is mandate for SAP guys. Maybe right now we are using Remedy and somebody is using some other tools, somebody is using other tools. Okay. So whenever you are going to attend some interview, if somebody will ask, okay, you are using Remedy, then you will, okay, no, I'm not using Remedy, I'm using X, that tool. Any naming convention you can tell that guy. Okay. So if you will hire for one project, if that project is using the Remedy or any specific tools, then they have to give you KT section for that tool, how that tool is working, where the ticket will come, once we'll proceed, that where we have to update that comment, and once we'll complete the test data, where we have to attach that test data, and whatever the process to close that incident. Suppose one incident come to you, okay, then the incident known as the open status will be open, right? The person opened that incident because of the one problem, so status will be open. So it will assign to, let it be that incident assigned to Chanda. So once you will receive that incident, you have to cross check if it is related to your functional, your responsible or not. If it is your responsible, then you just change that status open to in process, because you have to work on that, right? So status going to be changed open to in process. So whenever in process, that time you have to analysis in your system what might be the problem, you do something and other things. So suppose you got some result, so you have to update it in incident one updation, one field is there, put the note, you have to update there. I mean, whatever your analysis. So based on that analysis, you did the testing in your quality system, right? So you have to take the evidence. So in that incident tool, you attach your evidence and put your comment that I tested it, it is working properly. So we are ready to move these changes to production system. So meanwhile, what happened? Yeah, it was initially it was open. Then you change that status to process. Now you have to change that status result because you are in result mode already. It is working as per your testing. So you move that status process to result. Okay. Then you drop mail. So your let it be your boss is convinced with your changes. Then they allow you to move that changes to production system. Okay. So once it will move to production, your end user will work on that. Okay. End user and operation team. So once they start working, they will give you confirmation. Okay, Chanda, they raise that incident. Okay, they will send you the mail. Okay, Chanda, now it is working properly for us. Please close this incident. So in that cases, you just attach that mail in that ticketing tool and change that incident status result to closed. So once it will be closed, that incident will not reflect in your list. Okay, is it clear?
Okay, that's clear.
Initially incident will come to you in open status because the end user or operation team, they have to raise one incident based on their problem they are facing. So once you will receive that incident, then you have to change the status in process because in that time of in process you have to analyze in the system what might be a problem for this issue. So once you will get that solution, you have to test it in your testing system and attach the test system and you drop mail to your boss for the approval. So that time you change that incident status in progress to result. Then based on your mail approval, that changes will move to production system through TR, transport management. So once it will available in TR, then your end user or operation team, they have to post the real-time document. Once system is allowing to post, then you will get mail from your end user or operation team. Chanda, it is working properly. Please close that incident, which one we raised and assign to you. So just attach that mail in that ticketing tool and close that incident. So later cases, if somebody will check why that incident closed, they can go to that ticket history in that incident tools. And they can got to know, okay, in that day it assigned to Chanda, Chanda is working and Chanda was updating in that day and resolved in that day and received mail from operation team on that day. Every details will be available in the ticketing tool. I mean, tool is nothing. It will be manage your day-to-day ticket and solution with ticket history in proper way. That is known as the ticketing tool. Or any doubt? Is it clear or any question?
Okay, no, it's clear. You've explained to me. I'm really impressed and I understand what you've been saying. Thank you.
Okay. So already we covered that three types of projects. One is the implementation. Second is
rollout.
One is implementation. Then is the rollout. Then is support.
And then support. Yes.
Yeah, this is as for that process, but one more project, one more type of project is there that is known as SAP upgrade project. Okay.
Okay.
In what circumstances that situation will come? Suppose you will hire for one client. That client is using SAP ECC 6.0, and as you know, right now the SAP ECC 6.0, the upgrade version is HANA. HANA is 1709. That means some additional changes is there. So client is ready to move HANA from ECC 6.0. Okay. That process is known as the upgrade project.
Upgrade project. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you in this case? Let's say the company is using ECC 6.0 and then they have to upgrade to S4HANA. Does it mean first you have to implement S4HANA and then you have to transfer the data from ECC 6.0 to S4HANA?
Yes, we have to implement. Not only we have to implement, we have to active some additional functionality in ECC 6.0. Once we'll active that additional functionality, that ECC 6.0 will convert to S4HANA system. Okay, that flexible is in SAP. So it will not right now. Suppose in Vodafone cases, initially they are using the ECC 6.0. Okay, now I am the part of S4HANA implementation project. That means before we activate some functionality for S4HANA. So based on that activation, we need so many configuration. It's look like an implementation project. Okay, we have to implement the new features in our existing system. You got that point?
So those implementation will be done in EC 6.0, or you need to get another S4HANA software, reinstall S4HANA software, then you transfer the data from EC6 to S4HANA, or you can just do the upgrade into EC 6.0?
No, in ECC 6.0, we have some additional points. In that additional point, we have to implement it.
Okay.
We have to implement it. Once it will be converted to S4 HANA project, HANA system, then again we have to check whatever existing data is there, if it is working properly as per the HANA system or not. For that things, we have to do reconciliation work. I mean conversion work. That is not that is known as the conversion work. Okay. Data migration is not required for that one. If actually already the data is there, once you will activate the additional functionality, automatic data will change based on that functionality. Okay. So in ECC 6.0, 1 minute, let me log in one thing, then I'll show you. Okay. This is my live system.
Okay. So what is this EC 6.0 or is it S4HANA?
No, it's moved to S4HANA.
Okay.
Initially it was 6.0. Now it is moved to S4HANA. What happened? One minute. Okay. Initially, that screen will get to EC 6.0. You can see one point is that conversion of account.
Conversion account into S4 and okay.
So it will go there. We'll get so many additional steps is there. Okay. Preparation and migration of customizing, data migration,
data migration and after migration. Okay.
Then here we have to do so many customization is there. We have to configure so many things.
Preparation of migration of customizing the general ledger, the accounts accrual. Asset accounting. Okay. So this work will be done by the functional consultant, or will it going to be done by the technical?
No, it will done by functional consultant, and some functionality is needed to activate in your ECC system. That activation will handle by technical people, and all configuration, all additional configuration will handle by functional consultant.
Okay, as you said, all the configuration, converting it from EC 6.0 to S4, and it has to be done in as well development, and then you go.
Everything will happen in the development system. As the development is known our golden client, all configuration and changes will happen in development system. Then, and also whatever functionality we have to activate it for S4HANA, that also happen in development system. Then all will move to quality system.
The quality system, and then you can go to production.
Yeah, then out quality 2 will go to the production system. That is the process.
Oh, okay. This is very interesting. Lovely. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
And here I want to show you one more scenario. As for our demo section, we already described that we have in system landscape, we have development, quality and production system. But real time development, you can see, I just filter by D1, D, we can see this many system is using the development, DB1, DB2, DB3, for different.
Yeah, DE1. Okay, so this is the golden client, so to say.
Yeah, I mean, DE1 is my golden client. Okay, this DE1 is my golden client. But DB2, DB3, I mean, for testing purpose, I am using DB2. For enhancement purpose, I am using DB9. But different process is there. That's why we are using some different clients.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
And this screen is known as SAP Login Pad. Okay.
Okay.
Where we can log in our SAP system. Which system? Suppose you want the quality system, you can filter by QE1. Then you just double click it. Then it will ask your ID and password. Then it will move to that SAP system.
Okay. Okay. Lovely. Thank you.
And you can see it is quality system. So quality system, if I want to, I just open the quality system. You can see in down bar, it is QE1. Okay.
How do you open the quality system? Are you able to show me here? How do you open the quality system?
Okay, I'll show you. One second, I'll show you. So this is my SAP Login Pad. I know that as for system landscape, as for my project, I know that my quality system is QE1. So I just filter here, QE1. It is showing here. One line is showing here, right? You can able to see. Then double click on that.
Yeah, then
double click on that. Then here I just put my user ID and password. Then it will open that quality. You can see here.
So in this case, now you are into the quality system and you are ready to do the testing. You are ready to start doing the testing.
Yeah, actually, I have the access for development system. I have the access quality system. I have the access
quality system, and you have the access to development as well. Okay.
Yeah.
This is it.
Whenever you will be functional consultant, you will get change access in development system, test access in quality system, and only view access in production system. In production system, you can pull the report, you can view everything, you can check everything. You cannot do any posting or you cannot do any config in production system.
Okay.
And Chanda, here I want to show you one thing. Suppose here I am doing one thing in this screen. I want to open another quality system. So in that case, one star mark is there. Here you can see new GUI.
Okay, it says new GUI window.
So once you click it, then it will again open that quality system once more.
Oh, so you can work in 2 or 3 quality systems at the same time?
In same time, maximum we can open 8 systems.
Oh,
in that system, if I click on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 is maximum. In our project, they have some control. 6 is maximum. You can see here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you can do different types of work. You can be here, you're doing that, you go to that, you're doing that.
Suppose screen 1, you are working something, you are testing something. But in mid of that testing, you need some data, and that data, you don't have that data on that moment. So if you will come back that screen, again you have to go from the scratches, right? So better leave that screen, you just go to another screen, you just start working in another ticket. So once you get that input, then you can start work on that your older screen, okay?
Okay, that's lovely. Thank you.
That is the one flexible, and this is the real-time scenario and a real system also.
So for how long have you been into this thing? It seems like you are a very knowledgeable individual and you have mastered this thing so well. Huh?
No, whenever you will work also, whenever you start working, whenever you able to complete two to three projects, that time also you will be master in SAP. And that is nothing like that, yeah.
Okay.
First, what happened now? Whenever you are doing something in SAP, suppose let it be my training completed, you assign one project, okay? That project, suppose you are, working in that SAP, they are assigning some model or something is there. Every time, keep one point in your mind